Welcome along. I'm just getting myself sorted. What have I done? No. Hang on. I will be back. My goodness. Losing me marbles. Losing me marbles. My goodness. Oh, gotta have me drink. Hey guys. Chit. Happy Easter. Hope we are all doing well. Alrighty, who is in the house tonight? Who have we got? Get rid of these silly ads. We have, just head back, Logan Murray. Evening, first in tonight. Digger Mike. Chit Digger Mike, although he won't be back for a little bit because he is watching the Warriors at the moment. So, up the Warriors. And by the sounds of it, they're winning as well. So, pretty cool. Who else? Hang on, I've got to sort all this rubbish. Jade's Adventures. Sure, bro. Absolute legend, mate. Absolute legend. And yeah, who else have we got? Oh, Digger Mike driving home now up the Waz, he says. Woohoo! Did they win, Digger Mike? Who else have we got in the house? Salmon Hunter Sean. How's it, my bro? I had all my names all out here in front of me and I coughed, didn't I? Or just about sneezed, and now they've all a big jumbles and a mess now. So Mad Kiwi is in the house. I can see your name there. Sweet. Just pop you in the members drawer. Chit, bro. Jacob 1556. How's it, mate? You been out detecting this long weekend? Who else we got? Tony Hall. How's it, bro? Been a while. Who else is in there? David Carlisle, all the way from way over the ditch, or overseas. Welcome along, bro. Who else have we got? Kiwi and Oz, all sorts. How's it, buddy? How you doing? Where are you at the moment? You still nomading around and cruising around all over the show? Actually, tonight could be an issue with buffering because the kids are up being holiday and they are all on their laptops as well. So hopefully it is not too bad. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make the call and tell them to get off. But, yeah. So, Silver Clan. How's it? Welcome along. Hi from California and happy Easter. Yeah, it is Easter. Went panning today, Tony. Awesome. Where'd you go, bud? And how'd you get on? Big stag roar. Oh, I wish, mate, but no, it's what are you doing? You lurking, are you, dog? Everywhere I've been so far, Mad Kiwi, there are no blimmin' stags roaring at all. But then again, there may not be any stags in the area I've been going to. But yeah, so where'd you go, Tony? And how'd you get on? Got the family hanging around me tonight, being that it's a holiday. Hello, hello.
Hello,
hello. Gonna have major issues tonight, I think, with the boys all on their thing. Yeah, gold's way up, eh, Mad Kiwi? It's getting a bit crazy. You're not been detecting, Jacob? Man, I thought long weekend you'd be out and about having a real crack at it. Sean says hello. Hunt.
Hey, Sean.
Salmon Hunter Sean says hi to the family.
Hi.
Yeah. Digger Mike says hello, boss. And Jade says hi, Ness. Hey, bro, you mate, still on the road, just cruising the Marlborough Sounds. Oh, nice. Living the dream, bro. Living the dream. Very cool. Oh, well, all caught up with everybody. I think I've got everybody in the bins, or the right jars that need to be on. So what have we all been doing over the Easter? Did the Easter Bunny come and give you lots of chocolates and eggs and
Will travel.
bits and pieces. Oh, yeah. Ness is on an absolute high at the moment. She's absolutely buzzing. So, she's been. Well, do you want to tell everybody, or do you want me to? She's been. She's been dreaming of doing a bit of a trip to overseas into Europe, and basically she's had a little bit of a payout from work, a back pay. Oh, it's hard to explain, but either way, she got a bit of a back pay, and she has put that towards a trip to Paris. And where else? Italy.
Italy.
So she's flying into Italy first, and then she's doing a, what are you doing? A tour, aren't you? So she's going to do a tour, and that is what?
Rome, Florence, Venice.
Rome, Florence, and Venice. For how many days?
6 nights.
6 nights. 6 nights, 6 days, or 6 nights, 7 days?
6 nights, 7 days.
6 nights, 7 days. And then she's going to meet up with some friends of ours in Paris for how many more days?
5 nights, 6 days.
Another 5 nights, 6 days. So she's going to be away from me for 2 weeks, guys. So I'll have to look after the mongrels and be a bachelor for 2 weeks. So, but yeah, no. So she is just on an absolute high. She you booked the flights and paid your deposit for the tour yesterday, didn't you?
Yep.
So
and Chris is gonna have to work 80-hour weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work super hard, and yeah, I might have to start up an OnlyFans page, and but no, we just decided that we'll book it and deal with it closer to the time. So your payout paid for the flights and stuff, didn't it? And most of the, so it's just a matter of getting the rest of the way. But it's not until when?
27th of September.
Yeah, so September. So we've got 6 months to save up and get some funds together. So, but you're very excited, aren't you, Dale? Hey, like a wee kid before Christmas, aren't you?
180 sleeps to go.
Yeah, she's already counted how many sleeps. So no doubt every day I'll be getting that. So yeah, she's very excited. So what's the old catch up on the old chat. Oh, Mad Kiwi says get our nest and pop it. Jacob's been cleaning the house.
Good man.
Yep, good on you, mate. Silver Clan, I'm going to metal detect a long forgotten mine from the 1860s. Mate, that'll be pretty cool. Relocated this mine. Oh, very cool. It's got to be something said for a little bit of a, what do you call it? Research. Do your research, mate, and you find some more. Yeah.
I'd have to learn how to use it first.
Yeah, and everyone's all good here, Kiwi and Oz. Yeah, the only thing is, Jacob, I'm not going over there, so I'll be keeping my detector here. Lovely looking family. Thanks, Silver Clan. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll leave you in peace.
Alrighty. Just had to get that out, didn't you, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear about this for the next 180 sleeps. I'll tell you that. She is just absolutely buzzing. So it's hilarious. It's so funny. So what else have we all been up to this weekend? I actually knocked off, you've probably seen the video, it's been up a day now. I put it up last night. I knocked off early on Thursday and shot up into Arthur's Pass and tramped up to a cool little musterer's hut, really old hut. The hut was built in 1923, I think, or 1913 actually. It might have been 1923. The hut was built in 1923, and it was part of the big station that was up there, and it was used by the musterers when they did the big. I think it was an annual muster of all the livestock, and it was such a cool little hut. If you haven't seen the video, go and have a look at it purely just to see the hut, because it's all made out of trees and sticks and corrugated iron, and the beds are actually hammock bunks, and just it's all sticks and iron. It was such a cool little hut. But the only thing was, it froze that night, and we had a massive frost. Like, we're talking easy -3, -4 degree frost. And the inside, because there's no insulation on the walls and it was just tin, corrugated iron, the whole inside of the hut froze. And we woke up in the morning, and there was a couple of guys from Aussie there, and we woke up and the roof was glistening on the inside. So it completely frozen on the inside. So yeah, excuse me, guys. Oh, and needless to say, yeah, my sleeping bag definitely did not cut the mustard. I froze that night, and I spent most of the night awake, shivering, and then it wasn't until early in the morning I actually finally nodded off and got a bit of shadow eye. But my goodness, all I could hear was the guys next to me. They were moving and shivering, and I could hear chattering teeth because they were shivering so much, and I was shivering, and oh man, it was hard to keep comfortable. I was cramping up as well. But oh my goodness, it's crazy. Kayla fan number 1, how's it? I'll get your name in the I know I've got, here it goes. Yep, get your name in there. Welcome along. How you doing? But yeah, no, it's a cracker little hut, and real nice, easy walk up there too. It was the track was pretty good condition, but yeah, sadly there just didn't seem to be any sign whatsoever and any deer up there. And of course, I wanted to go past the hut into a massive basin, or not massive, but into a big basin up over another ridge line and out the back. But the two Aussie boys, they'd been there the whole week and seen nothing, and they had plans to go over that next day on Saturday, Friday, on the Friday to go over there. So I let them go for it, and I just hunted my way back. But beautiful scenery, made for a good video, and yeah, had a playful little Kia turn up in the morning, and yeah, he was jumping all over the roof, and then I left the door open. He actually came right inside the hut and started pecking at things, and yeah, cheeky wee thing. But yeah, so a bit frustrating, but oh, what's got lots of money stolen out of my school bag. Oh, Logan, that sucks, bro. Sorry to hear about that, mate. I can sort of sympathise with you having the old truck taken, but sorry about that, mate. That's a bit suck. Was it done at school, was it? Found the old cruiser? Nah, Mad Kiwi, that's well and truly gone, I think. I don't think I'll see that back. And even if I do, it will just be a burnt out shell, I'd say. We are, however, we've had everything confirmed from the insurance company that we will be getting paid out for all the contents, and should be getting, we thought we might have got it this last week gone, but yeah, no, we'll be getting paid out this coming week. So very excited. So it means I'm going to be able to get all my gear back. My actual cameras, my GoPros are all just going to be replaced with new ones from Noel Leemings. So they're not going to pay me out for those. They're actually going to replace with new GoPros. So that's pretty cool. So I'll get those straight away, which means hopefully I'll get those before this coming weekend, because I got a big raw hunt down with Charles at Dredge NZ. We're going up the back of his place. So I'm really hoping I'll get those cameras back, because at the moment I'm just using this cool little thing, this wee DJI. And I'll tell you what, guys, I am super impressed with this. This is amazing. The wee gimbal on this, and the tracking, the face tracking, the stabilization on this little camera, and the 1-inch processor that it has. I'll tell you what, it's an absolute game changer. It's just a shame it's not waterproof or shockproof, because man, if it was, this would be my go-to camera for everything. But sadly it's not, so I will need the GoPro still, but I'll do most of anything with me in it and things like that will mostly be done with this. It's an absolute game changer. I love the tracking on it. In my latest video, you'll see me walking up the track, and the camera follows me and then pans up and then looks up into my face and all the rest of it. It's just, yeah, some really cool little features on it. Makes the videos just that little bit more interesting. Almost makes it look like I've got a cameraman, which is like, woo! woo, hit the big time, got a cameraman. But no, it's just the tracking on that wee thing. It's absolutely brilliant. It's so cool. There's a heap of other features on it as well, but yeah, I'm a bit of a tech dinosaur, and I need to actually sit down and have a really good play and learn how to use it all. Cheers, Logan. Legendary mate for the super chat. Home now, Digger Mike. Mean. Did they win, bro? Did they up the wires? Did they win? On Thursday is my school dance, so I went shopping for my suit. Ooh, nice. Gonna be looking flash, eh, Logan? Gonna pull in lots of girls. So I'm guessing you don't have a girlfriend at the moment, bro, so good luck. They are one of the best, Chris. Can you get a waterproof? I don't think you can get. They're only new on the market, and there's very little in the way of accessories for them at the moment, Mad Kiwi. You can get a protective case that closes over the. It's a little clamshell case that closes over the gimbal itself and protects it, so it's like a shockproof thing. I'm guessing that would keep it semi-waterproof as well, but while it's on, you can't use it, so you can't actually record with it. So you've still got to take it off, which means if it's raining, you wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, while it's fine, it's an absolutely brilliant camera. I love it. I'll still be getting the new GoPros, so that'll get me my other bits and pieces. But the one thing I will do, and the one thing I've learnt that now that using this, I've just got to get a bigger SD card for that, but is I will be doing everything in 4K 60 frames per second. The editing, it is tough and it is a bit slower, but with it being 4K and 60 frames, when you zoom in, it doesn't pixelate. It still stays very, very sharp in the editing program. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to be, even with my phone, I'm going to be doing everything in 4K 60 frames per second now. So yeah, we'll probably, hopefully, maybe put a bit of the insurance money aside and grab myself a decent laptop as well, so that I can speed up the whole. All my videos at the moment, like the last 2 hunting videos I've just put up, take all night to load up. So once I finished editing them, like the editing part of it is not too bad. The downloading takes ages, and then to upload it from the Filmora into a file takes about half the night. So yeah, and they're not even big files. Like that last video was only 13, 14 minutes, and it still took most of the night to load up. So I've got to get up in the morning and do the final bits and pieces, and then load it up to YouTube and Patreon. So yeah, so having a bigger, more powerful computer will probably speed that process up. Even just my own patience, really. My wee laptop does the job, but the memory and everything on that is just shocking. We've got so many blimmin' terabyte hard drives that we have to put everything on, because otherwise this thing just crashes and gives up the ghost on me. Strange as. How's it, bro? Been a while. Stephen Dixon. How's it, my man? I was hoping you'd pop on tonight, although you have actually seen what I'm going to show. But Gareth Raven, I watched your latest video. What a cool hut. Buggy, you didn't get any meat for the freezer. Yeah, I wasn't too worried, Gareth, because I've got a big trip coming up this coming weekend. I've got 3 days down in the Lindis Pass area with Charles from Dredge NZ. He's taking me out onto his property. We're going to go right up the back into an old musterer's hut, I think, another musterer's hut, and stay a couple of nights up there. And yeah, hopefully they're roaring, because yeah, there's mixed reports as to what's roaring and what's not. I hear they are roaring up in Kaikoura. West Coast Feral, old Craig, they're roaring over in up above Westport. But then down south, where old Josh James, they're not roaring much down there. They're sort of moaning a little bit, but they haven't really cranked up. North Canterbury's going pretty good. I haven't heard too many reports of South Canterbury. Nothing was roaring up in Arthur's Pass at all. Didn't hear a bean, but that could have just been lack of animals. But although out the back of the hut there in that basin, I'm pretty sure there's animals over there. But yeah, so hopefully they'll be roaring. So I wasn't too worried, Gareth. It was more of a stretch the legs preparation for this Linda's Pass trip, because that's all going to be up on the tops and a fair bit of walking. So yeah, and I mean I love going to huts too. I love going and checking out new huts. Like so far this year, I think I've been to 2 or 3 new spots and 2 new huts that I've never been to before, which is pretty cool. So it is always fun. And yeah, for some reason, even though I haven't shot any deer, the last 2 videos have actually gone really well. So clearly you guys like seeing the old huts as well, maybe. So it's good. Ian Perrin, welcome. Have you ever made a smoker? Have you ever made a smoker and offset? Do you know how to make the smoke go into the smoker, not just out a little hole? No, I haven't, mate. My smoker that I've got is just one of those warehouse specials. It's just one of those little stainless steel boxes. I've got a mate who's got one of those pellet smokers that drops the pellets in and then they heat up and the smoke comes through and goes into a barbecue. You can transform your barbecue into a smoker, but I've never really seen it working, so I don't really know how you could do that, mate. But yeah, YouTube it. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube, bro. I'm sure that can I'm sure that'll something will pop up there that will help you out. How did you get on with the knives yesterday, bro? Yeah, I've been hard out the last couple of days. Today and yesterday, I've been really pushing hard on the knives. I've been desperately trying to get Charles's knife with the gold nugget in the handle finished. I had a major hiccup last weekend with it. I got it all glued together and then found that one of the timber scales had split right through the middle because it's more of a skeleton type handle. And when I glued it together, I put too much pressure on the outside and rounded the scale and it split where the pins had gone through. So I actually had to basically pull that one timber scale off, chisel, and I'll tell you what, in the back of my head, I always wonder how good the glue is, the old 2-pot glue that you use, and would a handle fall off one day? I'll tell you what, my goodness, that stuff sticks like the proverbial to a blanket. I had to chisel the timber and the glue off the steel to clean it up. It was stuck so good. So yeah, the glue definitely works. I kid you not. So I've had to take that off. I've got a new scale on there. I've done everything, and today I poured the resin. I did the first bit this morning, poured the resin, dropped in the nugget, it's got to be 2 gram nugget in it, dropped in the nugget, and I've just poured the second lot of resin over top of it, creating the window type effect. And I kid you not, the whole thing is acting like a magnifying glass. It actually makes the nugget look bigger, which is really cool. And it just floats in there perfectly. You don't see the, well, so far, I mean, it's all drying at the moment, but you don't see the join of where the 2 resins have gone together. It's really cool. And the nugget is just floating in the middle of the hand. It's going to look really cool. So all I've got to do is tomorrow night, I'll probably sand that handle up, sand it up, polish it, and get that resin looking like a polished window. And yeah, then just make a sheath. And then basically all I've got to do is I've got a whole bunch of knives here. I'll show you a few of them tonight. All I've got to do is I'm just waiting on some decals to be cut, computer cut, so that I can I'm going to electro etch my own logo in now. So I'm not going to use the laser from my mate, because on some of the blades, like on these darker blades, made a wee sheath for this today too. So this is the scalpel. So this has got a wee Kydex sheath. And these darker blades, the laser etching doesn't show up very well. And it just, yeah, in fact, I'll show you this one, because this is my Brute, and this has got the, in fact, flip, you can hardly even see it. It does have a logo in there. There is see if I can get it in the light. No, so you're not even going to see it in the light. The logos are wearing out a little bit, and the laser etching doesn't seem to be lasting. Can you see it there? I'll sort of adjust. It doesn't seem to last. So the electro etching actually etches it into the steel. So it will actually, there'll be a little etch and cutout of my new logo in the steel, rather than just a laser cut. Yeah, rather than just the laser etch thing. Because the laser doesn't actually etch it into the steel. It just puts it in the top layer. Whereas the electro will go in 0.5 mil into the steel. So on the darker stonewash blades, it will show up a little bit better. But yeah, so that's a wee Kydex sheath I did for that one. Rattled that up today. I can't show you pictures of the gold nugget knife, because that's it's in the kitchen warm drying, and so it's sort of all clamped down. And but yeah, I'll do a video of that next week. Do a video of giving it to him next weekend. So, and I'll probably put some pics up on social media, because it's looking really cool, really cool. But Jade also did a sheath for your beast. So we've gone with that tactical Kydex that you wanted, and this has come up real nice. Again, the old Kydex is great, and that's your nice hunter that you picked. Who did I see just popped up? Glenn Rogan. Evening, my man. I got your name here. I'll just dig it out. Pop you in the members drawer. No, not that one. There we go. How's it, my bro? Good evening, everyone. Just got home from a day of fishing. Oh, and oystering. Oh, yum. Beautiful day out on Fovo Strait. Ooh, jealous much. Ooh, nice. Strange as I've been quiet lately, bro, since my son came into this world 7 months ago. I've had bugger all time. Yep, I hear you, strange as. Kids will do that to you, mate. You wait till you have 4 of them, bro. It's just non-stop, buddy. Non-stop. So how'd you go, Glenn Rogan? Did you have a good day? Catch heaps? Just means I have 2 sons to stack for. Fair enough, mate. All the more reason to buy more, isn't it? Yeah, huts are cool. I do like the huts, Sean. It's like I was saying to Digger Mike yesterday in a comment. It's like a really cool hut's like a cool reward at the end of the day after you've had a big day on the hill, and the hut's like your special reward at the end of the day, and you can just crash in the hut. And I mean, this particular hut had writing all over the walls, and we found dates right back to the 40s and 50s. Some of the old shearers, or some of the old musterers, the farmers, must have written their names in there, but a lot of it's been written over, and heaps from about 90s onwards, 1980s, 1990s, right through to current. But yeah, so sitting there reading some of the comments on that was pretty cool. But I love backcountry huts, especially ones at altitude like this one. It was cool. I mean, that was must have been about 1350, 1400 meters. So it was quite a high hut. And being so high, it also meant that you're up on the tops with the animals already. Well, if there was animals. But yeah, real cool hut. I really, really like the first one you showed. What one was that, Kayla? That one there? I call that the scalpel. Quite a cool wee design, that one. With the G10 Damascus handle. Yeah, limited on the blue cod and oysters. I've left 3 cray pots out. Oh, nice. Very cool, bro. Well, hopefully you get some crays in the pot. That's Jade's. That's Jade for the knife. Yep. What's going on there? Think I like that. You like the scalpel too, don't you? It's quite a cool little design. G'day, Johnny Howell. How you doing, mate? Welcome along. Yeah, definitely living the dream, eh? Salmon Hunter Sean. Definitely living the dream. Jealous much of you, Glenn. All the more reason to buy more silver, bro. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to try and get back into the old silver this year. Just wait and see if it dips again, price goes down. If it does, I'll start buying a bit more and start getting back into the pouring. Start pouring some bits and pieces and selling them again. Really enjoyed the last vid. Oh, cheers, Johnny. Thanks much. Jade, sorry, was putting the... Oh, what did you miss? You missed your sheath, bro. I was just showcasing the sheath I've made for your knife. So all I'm waiting on now is I've just got to order a belt clip that will go on the back here. Just a plastic belt clip. And yeah, put my logo on it and then we'll send that up to you, bro. So it's a nice knife, this one. It's come out really cool. I really like that handle. You picked well. So, and then there you go, the old Kydex will not come out. Love it. And it's got that cool detail of the blade as well. So that's your one, Jade. So that's nearly finished. Like I said, I've just got to get these logos cut and then I'll electroplate the, electro etch the logo into them and then put an edge on them, make up the packaging boxes and flick them all away. So another one I've got that I did a wee sheath for. I think I've showed the knife itself on here. And the smallest knife I've ever made. But I made the sheath for it today as well. Actually, no, I made that last night. I made that sheath last night. And this is the wee mini rodent. And I've got, its big brother is glued up at the moment. I heat treated and tempered all the steel today of about 3 or 4 other knives. Got those in the oven and quenched and all the rest of it today. And I've got the handle gluing on. So again, tomorrow night, we'll sand that one up, get that prepped, make a sheath for it. And they'll all be going down with me on this coming weekend. And Stephen's going to be the proud owner of a couple of matching knives. So the bigger one, the rodent, is going to be exactly the same as this, just a lot longer with a full-size handle. And he wanted this little neck knife. So this actually just basically fits around your neck, sits on your chest, so you can have it down in under your shirt. And he wants one of these because he is constantly leaving his knife in the truck when he goes out and checks his traps and all the rest of it. So now he's going to have one of these around his neck at all times. So, and I think I might even make myself one because that's quite a cool wee knife actually. But so there you go, mate. I know you've seen it. I've seen your pics already, Stephen. So it's a cool wee knife. It's turned out good. And all I've done is just put a wee loop on the back and stitched that into there, put a wee loop on it, and put a paracord neck, whatever you want to call it. So it's hardly a necklace because it's not jewelry or anything, but yeah, sweet. So that's come up real cool. So there's another one that I've ticked off my list. So yeah, so we're slowly getting there, guys. Slowly getting there. Oh, Glenn, sure, bro. Didn't see that there. Thank you so much. Get your name in the big barrel. Logan Murray hit the jackpot, found a 1921 UK. Oh, 4 1921 UK pennies in the hole. Nice pocket spill. Gotta love finding pocket spills. Nice, looks good. How many knives has Jade won now? Well, Jade's actually won 2. I've got to start another one for him. But it's gonna be, he's left it completely up to me, I think. I think that's the story, isn't it, Jade? You want me to design you something this time. So I'm gonna have a wee think, and I'm gonna have a wee play. And then I've also got to design, I've got to sit down with Brian, who's not on tonight, but I've got to sit down with Brian, and we're going to design his one that he won as well. So yeah, so Jade's won a couple, mate. So it's been a bit greedy, isn't he, Mike? Ian Perrin says, any tips on the 15-year-old pig in Australia and collect all bottles and make knives? Any tips for good spots to look for old bottles? The best thing for looking for old bottles, Ian, is basically just research your old properties, your old hotels, old pubs. Old pubs are real good because they just used to dump straight out the back. And just get your permission. I don't know much about pig hunting, bro, because I don't have dogs and I don't do a lot of pig hunting. I know they're pretty much everywhere. Although, are you talking about in Australia? Don't know a huge amount about pig hunting in Australia, other than the fact that they are rampant over there. I was having a good chinwag with Corey, who was the Australian guy at the hut a couple of days ago when I was up there in Arthur's Pass, and they do a lot of pig hunting over there. And flip me days, it sounds like we think we've got a pig problem. Man alive, over in Oz, it is rampant. They are everywhere. It is just crazy, mate. Been watching you since about 10. Love the channel, mate. Oh, thanks, Ian. Much appreciated. G'day, Dave. Welcome, my bro. Hey, Crispy, good night for it? Yep, it certainly is. Although I got to go to work tomorrow, so it won't be a late one for me. But oh, yep. Jade says yep to the old designing up one. So as long as you like a completely blunt one with a nice pink handle, Jade, we should be fine, eh? No, I won't make it too girly, mate. I'll do something cool for you. Strangers, have you still got your furnace, bro? If so, you should make yourself a silver knife one day. Good reason to melt some stuff. Well, I'm actually looking at. I do still have my furnace because I quench all my knives. All my blades go in the furnace to heat treat, and then I quench them in the oil. So that I do still have it, and I still use it regularly with my knives. But I'm about to do a big melt collaboration with Stephen. He's going to gift me, well, not so much gift me, but he's going to give me some silver, and we're going to melt that down into some bars and medallions and bits and pieces, some hearts and stuff, and flick that out through some of the forums, some of the silver forums. And yeah, then we're just going to split the profit. So I'm definitely going to be doing some melting, and he's mad keen for me to do a video of it. So there will be a melting video coming up as well. Don't know about a silver knife. I don't think it'll keep an edge, but it'll be a nice little, nice little display piece, wouldn't it? It'd be quite cool. But yeah, or a silver handle for a knife or something like that. Nice silver, somehow incorporate some silver into a handle would be pretty out there. But yeah, so we're gonna do a he wants me to do a video because he's hanging out. I haven't done a melting video for a while, and he's been hanging out for one. So he's gonna throw some silver at me, and we're gonna melt it down and do some stuff, then sell it all off. So keep your eyes posted. There will be some videos coming out of some pours. Haven't done one for ages. Haven't even done a copper pour for a while. Working Easter Monday? Yeah, working Easter Monday. I was actually meant to be working today, but I've got to pick up a new ladder for work, and of course all the shops are closed today, so I couldn't go and buy one. So I'll have to go go to Bunnings and get one tomorrow. And yeah, work tomorrow. I was going to be working today and tomorrow and having Tuesday off, but I'll end up working Monday and Tuesday. So it just, yeah, not a major. When you're self-employed, mate, you just do what you got to do. You'd know that. Make it girly as bright pink. You can actually, Digger Mike, you can actually get the pink like this stuff. You can get black and pink, just a black and pink G10 laminate. So I could do that, Mike. You reckon I should do that for Jade? A nice black and pink handle. And you can get pink Kydex as well. So I could do a pink Kydex sheath for him and a black and pink handle. I don't think he'd be too happy with me if I did that. That'd be a bit classic. But then he might just give it to his missus and say, oh, look what I got made for you, and score heaps of brownie points. Hey, Jade. All melting collabs. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done one Strange As, so it'll be cool. David Carlisle, open season on wild hogs in Alabama. Get as many as you can before they get you. Nice. Do you have seasons even on your pigs, mate? I know you have seasons on most of your deer and all the rest. But I didn't really realize you had seasons on your pigs as well. That's crazy. You must be so jealous, eh? Because we can just go any time of the year, any time of the day. We can just go off into the back country and shoot whatever we want. We can do a deer or a pig or whatever we see, we can shoot. We don't have the seasons like you guys over in the States. That knife looks like a Scottish. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I've actually, Gareth, I've based that knife on the, I don't know if you know it, but my Carter do a folding knife. It's a black slimline handle, and it's just a simple blade, real simple blade. And a lot of the pest guys use them because they're really good for skinning and just gutting out their animals. And so I've had a couple of guys who've asked for fixed blade versions of that knife because the fold is great, doesn't lock well, it does pop open, but they don't want to be opening it all the time. And the first guy that we actually designed it with, Mark, he wanted a fixed blade, so I designed it up as a fixed blade so that he can just pull it straight out the sheath, whack into it, doesn't have to open it with messy hands or anything that'll close it with messy hands. And he said quite often, because it's folded up and black handle, he loses them all the time. So I designed that blade as a nice little clip drop point blade, so that it's really good for just running up the arms and the legs of the possum or the rabbit for skinning, and just down the gut. You're not going to pierce the gut sac because it's got that nice little drop point on it, like this little piece here. So you can pretty much get it like that, get under the skin, and just run it up the leg, and cut the skin, and then down the gut. And you're not gonna push that point in because you've got that nice little drop edge on it. So yeah, so that's why I call it the rodent, and why I've designed that sort of blade. And then obviously the main rodent, the big, is just I think it's about a 4-inch blade, and just, yeah, really good blade, good for skinning and dressing out the small rodents like rabbits and possums, and that's sort of why we designed it. Now I see Brian is coming to the. How's it, mate? How you doing? I'll just grab your your super chat as well there, buddy. Thank you. Better late than never, eh? How's life treating you, Brian? Actually, Flip, I haven't got in contact with you, have I? Must do that. Sorry, bro. Life's been a little bit crazy over the last couple of weeks. Strange As, pink ribbon style for breast cancer. Yeah, would be actually. Could do a whole entire pink theme knife. Jess next to me, she likes the sound of that. Well, let me know, Jade. I can do something if you want to. I can do a nice little I could do a nice little something like this. Just a nice little feathers and scales type knife with a nice black and pink scaled handle. Wouldn't have to do a pink sheath, but still do a nice leather sheath, but just give it a very slight feminine touch with the actual pink and black scales handle. Something nice and little. And that could be, yeah. Get yourself some brownie points, mate. But yeah, just let me know, mate. Plenty of options out there. Yeah. Seasons on most other game. Oh, pig hunting all year round. Mean. Oh, that's pretty cool, David. Johnny Hill, been watching a lot of Dan Hurd's vids. Yeah, he's a character, eh? He's very cool. Very out there and flamboyant. He's quite a neat guy to watch, actually. Pretty keen on getting a pan and giving it a go, even if I don't get anything. Well, depending on where you are, Johnny, I mean, you go to most of the public spots these days, you will still get colour, even with a pan. I mean, I took Mike out last year to Slab Hut Creek, and he'd never been out before. And the night we got there, I kid you not, the night we got there, he was so keen to have a go. I just threw the pan at him and said, and he started digging and wasn't getting anything. I said, look, just pull that rock over, have a dig there, and you should find something. And I kid you not, he got, how many flakes did you get there, Mike? I think you got like a couple of flakes in your pan, just from that. So, I mean, yeah, you'll get gold with a pan, even in the public spots, mate. You've sort of got to know where to look. But yeah, Daniel Frame, how's it, mate? Beautiful knife. Thank you. Yeah, I do enjoy making them. I still enjoy making them. So once I get this lot out of the way, I've got a few more to go still. And once I get this entire lot out the way, I have no more orders after that. I've got two prizes to make up, one for Brian and one for Jade. But other than that, I have no more knives to make. So I'm going to start creating some batch knives. And yeah, hopefully, I don't know whether I'll just sell them via social media like Facebook or whether I'll make up a website or not. But yeah, I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of knives made up for sale. So if you are keen on anything, drop me an email and we can design something up or hold up. And yeah, probably within 2 or 3 months, I'm hoping to have a batch of knives, especially the feathers and scales. So I'm going to make a batch of these, all different handles and all different styles of finishes on the blades, all in a leather sheath, like that one. The other knife I'm going to do a few of is the EDC. I really like the shape of this and the style. I reckon this would be a really cool, just all-purpose camp knife. Hunting, skinning, boning out. You could pretty much do everything you wanted to with this one. I reckon that'd be a nice, such a nice handle. Such a cool ergonomic handle. So I might do a bunch of these, different handles, different blade styles again. And yeah, see how they go. So, I mean, that one there, $300 for one of those. That's actually Brian's. That's his one that he usually purchased this one. So $300 for that with a leather sheath. And these ones, I'm probably going to start selling these for about $280 for these ones. So yeah. And then maybe I might do some more hunters as well. This seems to be quite a popular design with the Bowie style clip point. And these will be between $300 and $350 depending on this one here with the brass, probably $320-ish. But yeah, this is actually Arnie C's knife that he's getting. So this is going over to the States. This will be the first knife that's going overseas. How cool's that? Love that brass. It's an absolute pain and a prick to use and work with, but when you're finished, man, it looks good. So yeah, so I'm gonna do some batches and yeah, start seeing if I can sell a few more. So I just catch up with the it's all good. Yeah, been working and hunting. Hey Brian, how did you get on? You went away, was it last week? How'd you get on? Was anything roaring and did you shoot anything? G'day Nigel. I got your name here too. Another one of my Patreons. Welcome along tonight, bro. So yeah, Brian, did you shoot anything? Did you have any luck? Strangers, has anyone ordered a knife for oysters? I need a decent one. Sick of stabbing my hands. Is there a... Don't you use like butter knives or stuff like that for oysters and shucking? Or those plastic ones? I know you use plastic ones for the power, but I mean, if you're interested, mate, I can pretty much do most things. So, strange as if you want to email me a design, I could probably price something up for you and make something up for you, if you can. Stephen, I think every time you show them my knife, the price should drop. I've already given you a pretty huge discount, bro. So, yes, it would be nice, but when's the next metal detecting vid? Hey, Daniel, I don't have a detector at the moment because it got stolen when my 80 series cruiser got nicked. I'm hopefully getting paid out. Well, I will be getting paid out this week from insurance. It's all been confirmed and it's all been processed last week. So, and I'm heading down to see Charles at Dredge NZ next weekend for a big raw trip. So, fingers crossed, depending on what he's got in stock, I will be coming home next weekend with a brand new detector, pinpointer, sand scoop, and all the rest of it, all the stuff that I need to replace what got stolen. So that's the reason there hasn't been any detecting videos or any weekend vlogs, because I don't have any gear at the moment. So my weekly vlogs are just non-existent because I can't do anything. I probably could have done some videoing today and yesterday on the knives, but I just sort of got the old head down, bum up, and just went for it, went real hard out, and just tried to get as much done as I could over the long weekend, just to try and catch up and get on top of things. So basically, once I get my payout, I'll get a new replacement kayak. I get all my GoPros back, which is pretty much all my camera gear as well that I use for filming everything. I'll get my fishing rods back, and I'll get my detectors and scoop and all my waders and all that sort of stuff. I'll be able to replace all of that. So I'll be able to then start getting back out during the week and start getting some weekly vlogs back up with jumping in the river, scooping, finding treasures, metal detecting, all those little things that I do during the week with old Digger Mike and some of the other chaps. And we'll get back into that, and then I'll start getting those weekly vlogs out on a Friday for you guys so that you can see what I get back up to. It's been real weird because I mean crikey, it's nearly been 2 months, hasn't it? A month and a half or something. It's been a while, and it's like during the week I just feel lost because nothing to do. Can't go out and have a swing, and then I'll see old Digger Michael post up on Facebook what he's found, and it's like, I just want to get out there. It's like, I mean, I've had plenty of opportunities. Lots of guys have offered their detectors for me, and I don't like borrowing other people's gear, so I've sort of said no. But yeah, should have a detector next weekend, come back with a detector and get back into it. And I'll tell you what, I'm hanging out for it. Absolutely hanging out for it. Just watching everybody else find all this cool stuff, man. It's not cool. Not cool at all. But yeah, so that's the reason, mate. That's why there hasn't been any sort of detecting videos or anything else, basically. No weekly vlogs or anything. Couple of flakes, wasn't it, Digger Mike? That's right. You're in Wood End? Oh, yep, sweet. Oh, closest closest public fossicking area to us, Johnny, is probably Slab Hut, or you could go just a little bit further up to Goldsboro or Moonlight. So we've got a few cool public spots, and all of them produce gold pretty much anywhere you go. You can dig a hole and you'll get flakes in your pan. Not a huge amount. You're not going to get rich from it, but you will find gold. I pretty much guarantee it. You're not looking in the right place, and you're pretty unlucky if you don't. So, but yeah, Stephen Dixon, that EDC looks good. It's a cool looking blade, eh? I actually really like the design of that one. It's just a really good all round blade, I reckon. Good one that you could just carry around all day long, and it's not massive. It's not too heavy. Really nice handle on it, and yeah, I do like that one. It's one of my more recent designs, actually. So, Strange As. David Carline, knives are better for keeping piece of shell out of. Oh, okay. Just a tiny sharp but strong point, comfy handle. Oh, okay. So, I mean, something like that, Strange As, probably wouldn't be any good, would it? Is that a slightly too big a blade, or would that something like that? I call that the scalpel. It's got a full handle, a full size handle, so you can really grip it, but it's just got a wee short, sort of a rounded. It's hard to really know what that blade is, what shape it is. It'd probably be a good skinning blade, and then it's got some knurling or jibbing on the back there. So yeah, it's got a wee thumb thing. But would something like that work, mate? Or is that too wide, too deep a blade? Do you just need something that's like just a wee point for just getting in there and opening the shells and then scraping out? But I don't know. Would something like that work? Strange As. And that'll just have a wee belt clip on it here. I don't know. What's your thoughts, mate? Ian, have you gotten a mailbox address? I could send you a handmade knife and a good sticker and get it made up. Oh yeah, my first 2 knives I made were out of a file, bro. So where are you, Ian? Are you in New Zealand or are you in Oz? Brian, nah, it didn't end up going up there. Got cancelled. Oh, gutting, mate. Been hunting around home. I've just started roaring last night. Ooh, nice. Yeah, a lot of people, like my trip away a couple of days ago, nothing was roaring, and I come back and people like, oh, I met one guy walking up and he's like, oh, they're roaring up in Kaikoura, and I was like, damn it, that was where I was going to go. But I'm glad I didn't after all that, because there was a massive accident just out of Kaikoura and I wouldn't have actually made it to my hunting spot anyway. I would have had to probably turn back. But yeah, they're roaring in some places and they're not roaring in others. So it's just, yeah, I think maybe another week and we should be well and truly into it. Hopefully. Hey, Brian, fingers crossed. Oh, good man, Jade. Have a good night. Stay safe. Oh, you off, mate? Daniel Frame, sorry to hear about your 80. Yeah, it's just one of those things, mate. They seem to be the prime candidates for being stolen at the moment. 80 series Land Cruisers and the old GU Patrols and Safaris. They seem to be stealing them, stripping them down and sending the engines and drivetrains over to the Middle East. They seem to be in hot demand at the moment. So it was what it was, mate. There's not much I can do about it. Cops haven't had too many leads or anything like that, and nothing's really turned up. So just, yeah, is what it is. It's gone now. I got a new truck now. I got a nice new 2013 Hilux. And I got some big plans for that, guys. Really big plans. Getting really excited. When I get paid out with my insurance, there's some things I'm going to not replace straight away, and I'm going to put that money back into setting the truck up. Get the half canopy made, get the rooftop tent on there. I'm going to wrap it wrap it in matte olive, and yeah, matte tactical olive, and get my logo on there, and yeah, so very excited. It's going to be pretty cool. When you get your new waders, at least you want. I won't get wet anymore. Yeah, definitely might, because my old waders that I had 2 terrible leaks in them, and as soon as the water got up past your knees, and especially up past your waist, there was a really bad leak in the crotch, and it would go straight in the crotch and it would squirt out both ways and just run down my leg, and I'd end up with with my waders filling up with water, and then there was another leak in my left boot, and that would always just slowly seep in. It wasn't a big leak, not like the one in the crotch. So I was actually I'm quite glad I've had those stolen, because I can replace them now with some decent ones. I get some nice lightweight ones. I had old neoprene ones, and man, you get hot in those. So I might get some nice lightweight ones, and yeah, but that'll be. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Mike. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, so we'll get those, and then we'll be able to get back out in the river, mate. See what I can find. There was a good 80 series Land Cruiser for sale. Yeah, I looked at quite a few, Johnny, at replacing it with I had a list of about 6 to 8 really nice Land Cruisers that I could have replaced it with, but it just got to the point where the biggest thing I was trying to do was, with my Land Cruiser, using it for work, I needed the racks completely clear so that I could take all my gear to and from my jobs. And so if I wanted to go away on the weekend, I'd have to put the rooftop tent on, put the awnings back on, and set it all up. And it would take about an hour to fart around and get it all ready. So it sort of took away that whole spur of the moment mentality of just up and going at the drop of a hat. With the new ute, I'm going to actually permanently mount the rooftop tent in the back well deck. And so the top of the rooftop tent is actually going to be at the same height as my roof racks. So I'll be able to put my roofing, my gutter and all the rest of it still on the roof, but I'll still have the rooftop tent permanently fixed in there. I'll have drawers in the back. One of them will be a camping drawer. One of them will be work drawer. I'll have the awnings on. They'll be mounted lower than the roof racks. Everything will be mounted lower so that basically I can still use roof racks, but when I want to go away, all I've got to do is just pull out the front H-bar, bam, I'm off, I'm gone. And also if I get any, like we get the odd trip down Twizel, we do a few houses down in Twizel, Kaikoura, even out the back, North Canterbury, I have that option now of, once it's all set up, I'll have that option of going down, doing the job, and then maybe staying the night. So I could go down to a Friday job, stay the night, do some fishing, go and do some hunting or something like that, set the truck up, and then, yeah, come home when I want. It'll be fully set up. So really looking forward to it. It's very exciting. Doesn't drive as nice as the Cruiser. I mean, the Cruiser was just nice and it sort of just wallowed over everything. Whereas the new Uterus it's a little bit stiffer in the suspension, but power's way better. It's mint. Like driving up to Arthur's Pass the other day, man, I was passing heaps of other vehicles. It's like, sweet. Got it stuck behind an old Land Cruiser at one point there in 80 series, and he was trudging up Porter's Pass, and you could see he was slowing down. I just dropped it down because mine's manual. Just dropped it down a gear and passed him, kept on going. So I do appreciate and I like the power of the new Ute, but yeah, the drive itself is a little bit more agricultural. What are you guys up to here? Johnny Hill. Oh yeah, Peyton must be stealing Mum's phone. David Neal, how's it, my man? How you doing? All the way from Palmy North. Ian, yeah, bro. In Oz. Oh, yep. Do you reckon that make it across the border? Fine. Oh, yeah, probably well and truly, mate. But don't send me anything, mate. I don't need anything. You keep it. It's something you've made. You'll cherish it more than I will, bro. Glenn's Adventures. How's it, my man? How are you doing? Hey, Glenn, have you seen? I've been showing your knife quite a bit. The wee one that you won on the old Father's Day giveaway last year. Have you been on when I've showed that yet, or have you actually seen that yet, or not? And have you been out gold chasing the gold this weekend? Surely you must have been. Never tried, but sounds interesting. Oh, it's addictive, David. Once you pick up a detector, that's it. It's all over. Not finished. Oh, well, here you go, bro. This is your Father's Day giveaway. So that's the sheath. All finished. And there's the blade. So it's a ringed Gingy from Australia, the handle itself. And I've given you a nice polished finish on the blade. It's come up real nice. I hate doing them, but man, it's come up good. And so I've just got to put the logo on it, bro. Put an edge on it, and yeah, box it up, and we'll get it over to you. I might come over and hand deliver it. Go for a chase some gold at the same time. So there you go, bro. I know you enjoy that. Man, that's very cool. Ah, sweet. I'm glad you like it. Ian, see you next Sunday. Heading to check the pig traps. Mean, you probably won't see me next Sunday because I will be coming home from way down south, and I'll probably be fairly late home next Sunday, so there won't be a livey next week, but definitely will be one the week after. Chances are, because I'm catching up with Stephen Dixon once we come out from the hunting, and once I catch up with him, I'll be heading back home. So I get the feeling I'll probably be heading home around dinner time. Probably won't get home till 10-ish, 10 or 11 on Sunday night. So there definitely won't be a live stream next weekend. Sorry, guys. But yeah, definitely be one the week after. Got an extra metal detector. Do you want to say? Oh, good on you, Logan. Are you up in Palmy North, Logan? Yep, he says. Sweet. Oh, there you go. You can take David Neal out and get him addicted. And then David will be off buying his own one. Thanks, bye for the nice night. Haven't been able to tune in for a while, but nah, sweet as Aaron. Be good. Good luck with the traps, and yeah, with everything else. You will enjoy it, David. It's actually, I mean, if you like the thrill of the chase, like finding things and all the rest of it, metal detecting is actually quite addictive that way. It's that whole, you beep over something, but you never know what it is until you dig it. So there's always that thrill of what's it going to be. And even a seasoned detectorist he'll know what the target is, but generally the detectors these days, it'll beep over something, it'll give it a number, but it still could be one of 2 or 3 different things. So you can never say, beep, 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 oh, that's definitely going to be a $2 coin or something like that. You can say that, and I've been caught out many a times, and even Digger Mike will tell you this. You'll beep over something, oh, it's a nice 24 on the Knox, and you think, oh, it's a $2 coin, and you'll dig it, and you might pull up a penny, or you might pull up, sometimes you can even pull up florins, silver florins. So as much as you think you know what you're going to find, there's always that what if, could be something else, or that surprise of you think it's something and it's something completely different. And that's what I love about detecting. It's just you never know. You can never be 100% guaranteed sure you're going to know exactly what it is. And that's the fun part about it. I got some good gold today, about 1.5 grams. Nice, bro. You just going on public spots, or have you got a claim that you can get on? I've just been at the backyard, roaring stags, Two raw. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the one thing, isn't it, Glenn? It is. Some guys can roar quite well, and it's hard to know if they are an actual stag or whether it's a hunter. And I guess that's what catches people out during the roar. And I'm not a big fan of going to too much public land in the middle of April because every Tom, Dick, and Mary gets out and has a good crack at it. And so like I was saying last time, spots you go to that you can be all by yourself end up having half a dozen blooming cars in the car park. And the area is only big enough really for two hunters, and you end up with half a dozen hunters in there, all roaring up stags and roaring and screaming and yelling. And yeah, it gets a bit nerve wracking, eh? I'm not a big fan of it. That's why I'm looking forward to this one with Charles, because it's all private property. There shouldn't be anybody else down there, so yeah, shouldn't come home with any holes in me. Metal detecting is very addictive. Yeah, the old one more hole. Oh, just one more signal. Yeah, and then you detect all the way back to the car, and even then you'd sort of like walk around your car, and you can't help yourself, eh, Mike? It's just one of those things. I try not to guess the target, of course, you never know. Yeah, I mean, I know what the numbers can be, but I do like to think in my head of what it could be, and generally it won't be. But every now and again, you do. It's like, oh, it was that. But I mean, there's some signals and tones that you just know it's going to be like a 1 cent coin or a 2 cent coin. But every now and again, you'll be like, oh, it'll be a 1 cent coin. You'll dig it up, and it'll be like a shilling or some silver shilling or a British silver thrup or something like that. And so it does give you a bit of a surprise. I do enjoy that side of it. So, but yeah. Well, I'm waffling on a bit now, so I might call it a night. Crikey, we've been going for well over an hour now. You agree with that? Yeah. Never trust a target. Never trust a target. I dig a signal that was coming up. Oh, look, I mean, the thing is, Logan, some of those trashy signals and those weird signals can actually be like a lot of gold that I've found have actually been real scratchy, weird signals that you're like, oh, what is this? You're completely second guessing what it is, and you have no idea, and you end up digging it, and it's something really cool. Like it could be, I've had gold rings come up real scratchy and low numbers, but it just there's enough of a signal there to think, I don't know what it is, but it could be something cool. And I've had military badges come up real scratchy and weird as well, and you sort of dig them, and it's like, whoa, it's such a cool target that it's worth digging. I mean, when I first started many years ago, I used to dig everything. It's basically, I started off with a machine that just beeped. It didn't do numbers or anything like this. It was Garrett Ace 150, and all it did was beeped, and it had a wee LED indicator that went all over the place and was meant to go into gold, coin, or whatever. It didn't really work that well, but I just dug. If it beeped, I dug it. And of course, you dig a lot of trash, but I tell you what, I found a lot more cool stuff back then, and I found a lot more gold back then than I do now with a detector that I know really well, because I think I've gotten to the point where I've become too picky on what I pass on and what I leave and what I dig. And I think we can get a bit complacent a little bit with that and end up, I probably miss a lot of cool targets because it just doesn't sound pure. And whereas back in the day, if it beeped, I dug it. And I'd come home with a pouch absolutely chocker full of trash. But the flip side was I found a lot of cool stuff back then as well. So yeah, it's a hard one, Logan, eh? Phil Smith, how's it, my man? Hi, mate. Loving metal detecting. Flipping too dry. Yeah, it is too dry at the moment, mate. We haven't touched any parks. We've been mainly doing river stuff. Well, I haven't been doing anything for the last couple of months with no detector, but that's all about to change. But yeah, it is a bit too dry. Yeah, permissions is where it's going to be starting to head. Definitely. Alrighty, Sean. Catch you on the next one, bro. You be good. Have a good week. Mate, I've been detecting Mike now for probably well over 15 years. It's probably coming up 16, 17 years now that I've been metal detecting. I mean, when I first started metal detecting, you could count the amount of detectorists in Christchurch on one hand. There weren't many of us. There was only a handful. There's a handful of us here. There's a couple up north. There were not many. And there's nothing on Facebook of posting your pics or anything. We had a forum. We had a forum on the website that we could all go to, but there was nothing on Facebook. So that's how far back I go, mate. But I mean, we used to find virgin parks. I mean, I found a virgin park over in Diamond Harbour and pulled something like 2,000 silver coins out of that park in a year, and gold rings and bracelets and military badges for Africa, all out of one park. It's just insane. I mean, you just don't get that anymore. There's just, I mean, virgin ground is a patch that you find that's got, if you go home with double figures of silvers now, you've had a really good day. Whereas my best day back then, I think, was 76 or 78 silvers in one morning. And in amongst that would have been, I was getting something gold just about every trip I went over there. It was just an epic park. It used to be a campground, and you just don't get those anymore. It's crazy. How hard is it to get access to old historical parts? Well, anything historical, David, is actually out of bounds. So historical stuff, anything Māori, like pars and all the rest of it, are a definite no-no. Generally, we go detecting at domains and parks, council land. If you can get permission on farms, like farm properties that were old skirmish sites, battle areas and things like that, especially up north, that's pretty cool. I mean, I know guys that have found cannonballs and muskets and musket balls and all kinds of carry-on farms up north. We don't have that so much down here because we didn't have the Māori land wars, or not much of the Māori land wars down here. But yeah, up there, if you can get permission on farms and stuff. But yeah, generally anything historical, mate, is completely out of bounds. And do not go there, because if you get caught, you get massive fines. I think the last guy got caught on digging up a Maori pass site, was fined about $10,000 and did possible jail time. So yeah, it's just not worth it, mate. Not worth it at all. Poor Dad Adventures. How's it, mate? How you doing? So you're saying that a basic cheap metal detector will hit targets if you just want to get out for a laugh. Well and truly, poor Dad, probably the only difference, Will, is you'll hit targets, but you won't get the depth of a decent detector. So you won't get, I mean, you'll get stuff as long as it's not too deep. But if you go to an older site where the stuff is a little bit deeper, you probably won't get, you'll get modern stuff and trash, but you might not get the cool old coins and the old relics that the newer detectors will pick up with more depth. But I'll flip you. If you want to go out and get a few spendies and go and find some $1 and $2 coins and things like that, a cheap detector will definitely do it. And I'm not, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, if there's a ring at 100 mils deep, that cheap detector will pick it up and you'll find it. The cheaper detectors won't go as deep as some of the newer, more expensive detectors on the market today. That's probably the only thing I would say about the detectors these days. A cheap one will find stuff. It'll find exactly the same stuff as an expensive one, but you will be limited to the top 100 mils rather than a couple of 100 mils that the bigger detectors will get. I mean, even some of the real flash ones are getting right down to about 30 centimeters now, 300 mils. So that would be the only difference, poor Dad. It's just, you'll find stuff, well and truly. You'll have a laugh, definitely. Depending on the area, though, you may not find anything, and then the guy beside you with the fancy machine will be finding everything, and you'll be like, what's going on? And it'll just be because your machine won't get that depth. I think the best I've had in silvers is about 15 in one day. Nice. Well, that's pretty good going there, Digger Mike. G'day, Mick. Well, welcome, bro, and happy Easter. I suppose magnet fishing will be there. Oh, I've thought about it, mate, but I'll tell you what, our river, the Avon, is so chocker full of reinforcing and scaffolding and crap that, yeah, I'd rather just eyeball it, just snorkel it and eyeball it. I mean, magnet fishing, it's sort of cool. You do find stuff, but you won't find anything old. You'll only find modern coins. So, because only our modern coins have steel in them. Not like the Euro coins and all the rest of it, which had steel in them from way back. But yeah, it's just, I'll tell you what, when I go snorkeling through the Avon, it's just, there's steel everywhere, and there's big chunks of steel as well. Bits of reinforcing, scaffolding, man alive, it's just so much stuff's been dumped in the Avon. It's just hilarious. It's crazy. It's not something I'll probably have a crack at. I've never really sort of thought about or been interested in it, but I know a few guys that do it though. But all they find is just old rusty bits of metal, and I don't see the attraction in big rusty bits of metal. So, David Neal, metal detecting around old dock huts. Yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, like the hut I was at 1923, it was built the other day, would have been a magic hut to detect around, because all the old musterers would have been up there, probably sitting around outside having a beer and having a drink and what have you. There's probably coins for Africa up there and old relics, maybe pocket knives and things like that. So yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely the old huts would be well. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to walk for a couple of hours carrying your metal detector up there. That would be the only thing. Glenn's Adventures. Anyone magnet fished in Christchurch? Yeah, like I say, man, it's just yeah, you'll find heaps of stuff in the Avon, Glen, but a lot of it is just big chunks of rusty old steel, and it's just, I mean, I watched a guy and his son do it while I was actually just eyeballing, and I was finding coins and marbles and all kinds of cool stuff, and he was pulling out hinges and bits of Rio and all this weird stuff. Yeah, and it's all black and rusty, and he just pulled it out, and then he just left it on the side of the river, and it was like, well, why do you do it? Why do you come down? And so, I mean, maybe they're hoping for that one cool find, but everything he found was just rubbish and crap, and he just left it there. So yeah, I mean, you can do it, bro, but be warned, you will find heaps of just crap, black rusty crap. So if you want a cheap detector, a Vanquish, yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Yeah, good beginners, eh? Oh, cheers, Logan. Yep, once I get my rods back, I'll definitely be getting back down to Tekaba and down to the canals. I've got to get my big canal rod remade by TG Customs since it was stolen. But once I get those back, mate, I will definitely be down there. Don't you worry. Dream metal detector is Equinox 900 or Manticore. Nice, Logan. I'm hoping to come home with a 900. So I know for a fact that Dredge NZ don't have any Equinox 800s in stock. So I'm probably going to have to bite the bullet and go up to a 900. So Manticore is just a little bit out of my range, but definitely going to look at getting a 900. You won't be able to pull up a safe though, Glenn. That's the only problem. Phil Smith, it's a pity our history isn't very old. Oh, it's definitely not like England, Phil, but I mean, my oldest coin I've ever found is an 1787 halfpenny. So that's going back a wee way. And I've got a 1787 halfpenny. I've got a 1797 cartwheel penny. I've got an 1806 halfpenny, and I think my oldest silver is a 1816 shilling or sixpence. So we do go way back. We do have a bit of history. It's just a matter of finding those areas that have it, and finding, like, up north around those land war areas, you can find a lot of the old badges too, the old very early the NZ Forestry constabulary badges, and all the guys from all the infantry from the land wars. You can find muskets and badges, medals, and musket balls and all that sort of carry on. So that's cool history. But yeah, we don't have hammered coins or anything like that. So yeah. Mike's oldest coin is in the 1830s. Nice. My dream detector is a D2. Nice. Surely the dream would be a Roman coin. There have been a couple of Roman coins found, but the theory behind those is they've been brought over here by people and lost. Not that late. Like, somebody's brought it over here with change or something and lost it rather than an actual Roman coin. Because there's been a few really old coins. I mean, the other really old coins you find a lot are the Chinese coins with the square hole in the middle. And when they came over in the gold rush in the 1850s and 60s, they brought all their coins over, realized, like, they brought their currency over, realized they couldn't use it, and ended up gambling with it. And so a lot of old gold sites, gold mining towns and sites and mines, often you find these Chinese coins, and they actually date back to the 15th and 16th centuries, or dynasties, they call it. So they're probably the oldest coins you could probably find in New Zealand. And they'll date back to the 15th and 16th century in certain dynasties. But they brought them over, realized they couldn't use them, and they ended up gambling and amongst themselves with their own currency and their own coins. And so they became more like tokens rather than currency. And you find plenty of those in the old gold mining sites. So that would probably be the oldest coins you could find here. Logan, 1860 halfpenny. Nice. It's pretty hard to even crack into the 1800s these days. That's good going. Well done. Yeah, hammered coin would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Are you going to replace? I am going to replace my kayak, Glenn, as soon as I get paid out. It's one of the first things I'll be doing. Definitely, mate. I do miss heading out for a fish. My best find was a gold gilded thimble. Oh, nice. I've had a few sterling silver thimbles, but not a gold gilded one. That'd be pretty cool. They got on the opium and dropped a lot of. They did, didn't they, Mick? Yeah. They love their opium, didn't they? Yeah. Go out for a hard day of gold mining and all the rest, and come home and, yeah, get on the good stuff. Not too much old stuff up in Palmy, Logan. It's a bit gutting. You need to research some areas around you, bud. Yeah, but yeah, that's the one. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night because I've got to hit the scratcher fairly early tonight. I've got a big day tomorrow. So we'll do members first. Now there's a few in here. I found an opium pipe. Digging in. Oh, nice. That'd be pretty cool. Who have we got here? We have, what does that say? Ha! Logan! Congrats, bro. You have got, oh, you got another one on the, nice. So, Logan, you are, oh, mate, you're on 3 now. Well done. Good going. And not too many super chats tonight, but much appreciated either way, guys. Thanks heaps. Who's going to be tonight? It is Try and just get one. Who was it, guys? What have we got there? Jade. Jade's Adventures. Oh, you're not even on the board on this one yet, mate. Jade. In there with one. So we've got Logan Murray has got 3. Glenn Rogan, you've got 2. And Jade, you are 1. So still got a wee ways to go, guys. We'll get there. So thanks heaps for tuning in tonight. Oh, you get so bitter when Jade wins something, don't you, Mike? Oh, thanks heaps, guys, for tuning in and joining me tonight. It's been much fun. I hope I haven't waffled on too much, guys, and put any of you to sleep. But, yeah, like I say, there won't be a live stream next Sunday because I will be on the road coming back home. Hopefully I'll have a nice big stag's head strapped to the back of the truck and a whole heap of meat, which will be pretty cool. Hopefully I'll have a detector on board as well, and it's going to be all kinds of fun. So yeah, could be a pretty cool weekend. So yeah, so we'll catch up with you the following weekend though. So yeah, until then, guys, be good, be safe, and happy hunting, and wish me luck. Shoot a big stag. Woohoo! Alrighty, guys, we'll catch you later. Have a great week. Oh, they've changed this. It's up there now.